Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to yet another unwritten, unscripted, unedited, unrehearsed, unnecessary, unwarranted, unusual video from Dr. Jet. We're here in the mess hall at Dr. Jet Laboratories, and lo and behold, the construction work in the mess hall has been completed. The only remaining construction work is in, of course, the stink bug works, and currently we're waiting for storage and materials handling items to be delivered. In the meantime, this is the second filming of this video because the first filming, I have boxes of short kits ready to ship out, and you can see here's the label, but I showed the guy's name and address, and I don't know if he wants that made public, so I'm redoing this for the sake of my purchasers. I want to keep their information private. Anyway, some people have asked, Big B has promoted the Atlas. He's built one, he's run it, and in fact, the other day in his video, he was running it on 2S, and I'm thinking the little short circuit that boat was making would be perfect for racing with some buddies, and a couple of beers, and you can race in a small little pond, have cool looking little boats racing in a relatively small area. I mean, he demonstrated it right there in the park pond, kept the entire course this side of the Christmas trees and the big rocks. So it'll do a nice, tight little course. What a hoot. And so that's what I'm trying to promote is 1/20th scale racing. Now, the guys in the Northeast that are doing 1/10th scale, they're real big on scale detail and the hull registries and so forth. And I don't want to get that official with it. At this point, let's just build something cool and go out there and have fun with it. So I have these two kits available. I've put out a challenge to who can make the fastest and the coolest. I've got some cool prizes. Had a couple of questions about, the hardware. And these use the ubiquitous 1/8 inch strut and 52 millimeter rudder that's available everywhere. I think Steve over at Offshore Electrics probably has the best price on them. I think they're manufactured by a couple of different outfits. Some have a better surface finish than others, and the ones that Steve have are of the good quality. Same thing with this turn fin. It's the same ubiquitous turn fin that's out there, the micro turn fin. As for power, a little air-cooled helicopter outrunner. Perfect power source. They're air-cooled. You don't need to mess with, cooling lines and all that. 30 amp speed control's more than enough. It doesn't get anywhere near warm with this if you keep props reasonable. I think Big B ran a 3-bladed Oxidine 430, and that might be a real good prop for this. I think that would be real good. In fact, I'm going to make sure my fleet has some of those same props. To that end, in the hardware, the transoms and turn fins are all pre-drilled. For that, I give you nut plates to secure nuts. That way you can remove hardware and you don't have to be fiddling with getting at the nuts in there. Like in this one, it's relatively easy, but in that one, this last little hatch is sealed, so you'd have to go in through here. So those nut plates make it a lot easier. Any other questions you have, send them to me. Be sure to document your builds with photos, or better yet, videos. And remember, the fastest and the coolest, and the judging will be sometime in the springtime, April or May. I'll firm up a date as things progress. So until then, boys and girls, jet out.